So, hello to everyone. I think everyone can hear me and see me well. Let me know in the comments as well if everything is good with the connection. I hope so. So, today is the Thursday, and that means this is the time for the live stream. So, today we're going to talk about technical analysis for trading and best patterns of 2025 for the pocket option. So it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be not just the indicators. It's going to be more usable analysis. So I think everyone is joining now. Hello, hello. Okay, perfect. So give me a second. I will just do a video, I think, for the channel. So guys, I already started a live stream on the YouTube, so go watch it right now. You can find the link here in the channel. It's gonna be really interesting, so I'm waiting for all of you there. Okay, that's how I do the videos. So here actually we can just, while we're talking, we can try to open here a trade in the downward direction, even though, okay, now payout is 91%. Before it was 86. So here we can see a pretty good downward trend going for some time, for already like, not that long actually, like 10 minutes. But before it was lateral movement, as we can see, it was literally the chart was moving straight like this, you see? No upward or downward trend, because if it's an upward or downward trend, we can also draw it like this. Look, I will show it to you. I will just delete this one because we don't need it. So now here we can see a downward trend going in this direction, even like that, right? But before it was a lateral movement. It was no trend, literally. So how you can see if there's a trend or not, we can draw a line like this to understand in one direction is going, right? So now we got here some corrective candle. Okay, it's fine. Sometimes it's happening. So let's just wait. We still have 1.5 minutes, even more, till the end of the trade. Also, while the trade is going, we can open a trade like this and to see how much time left, open time, closing time, open price, current price, the difference. So now as we can see, start reversing in a downward direction. We're pretty close to our 3 point. Now we're in the plus 1 minute 30 second. So that's how you understand, and that's how you analyze the trade also in the in the process of all of that, because not so many people do that actually, and they're just opening a trade and waiting, but at the same time you can check here check everything by the indicators. You can also open here signals, for example, you can see it, and because of this people right now, as you can see, that's why we got a green candle, because it's a lot of the buyers that appeared in the market, more than sellers, as you can see. So you can see more of the trades is open in the upward direction, so that's why it is here. But at the same time, now it's going pretty well. It's fluctuating a lot. It's 45 seconds. As we can see, it's plus 1 point. It was as a difference between our closing price and current price and open price. So now again, we get a corrective candle here, because again, it's a lot of the buyers. Oh, but at the same time, as you can see, a lot of people open the trade in the downward direction. As you can see, it's changed already. So maybe after some time, like in 2-3 minutes, it will reverse again in the downward direction, just because of all of these people. As you can see, that's why it's not giving the buyers to raise that fast. But at the same time, as you can see, here it is. We analyzed the market. Everything was giving us the sell signal by the MACD indicator, for example. Wait, I will delete this ones, and I will just show you that, some of the people also think that, they didn't close some trade, that this is the end. that it shouldn't be like this, but at the same time, even if all of the indicators is giving you the sell signal, it could change at the time you open a trade. And as you can see, we open a trade here, boom, it started, going a lateral movement and reverse in the upward direction. So now we can open here an upward trade already for 3 minutes and see how it will go. So here we can see, let's analyze like before. We opened the trades in the downward direction. It was a downward trend first of all, so it's the first signal to open a sell trade. After, by the downtrend channel, we can see that it broke the previous support level and started going lower and lower. That means that the sellers is pretty strong, so it's another great signal to open a trade down. Here we also could see that, here, by the way, the line didn't cross each other, the two moving averages. It's two moving average with period of 8 and 14. So, but if they start moving in the downward direction, they almost crossed each other. This is another sell signal as well. By the MACD indicator, we can see also that all of the pin bars was here. The red color, they were below the zero level, so it's giving us the sell signal again. And here the two lines of MACD crossing each other going in the downward direction. But after, as we can see, why I opened here a trade in the upward direction, just because the last pin bars is already green color. Here we can see some fluctuations that the sellers just couldn't go lower and get this trend again. Also, we could see when we open here trade, we could see how the line of RSI was going out of the oversold zone and going in the upward direction. So that's why we did it. But now it's fluctuating, as you can see, it's pretty close to our entry point. It's still 1.5 minutes. So let's wait. But here we got another really good situation with the terminal movement. As you can see, it's just going like this straight. It was the situation like here before, and I don't really recommend to trade on this kind of the charts, but here I open trade only because of the signals of MACD and RSI, and also this two candles before was green, so it was showing a pretty good like start of the reversal of the upward trend. So now we're in a plus, for example, as we can see. So but now the chart is going like this, you see, there's no trend, it's just going like that. So of course it's not good, but at the same time, sometimes in this kind of the charts, you still can close the trades if you're pretty careful with that. Hi, hello. So yeah, and now it's already 38 seconds till the end of a trade. We're in a pretty good plus, as you can see, plus 14 points. Going pretty well. All the pin bars is green color here. Two lines of MACD almost crossing each other and start going up in the same direction. The line of RSI already out of the oversold zone and it's already at the level of 51%. So it's another great signal to open trade in the upward direction. Hope you're good. So yep. And 2, 1. And we close it, as you can see, because some of the people may think that, okay, it looks like the start of the in continuation of the downward trend, and here I open the trade again up for 3 minutes, but actually it's not always like this. And as you can see here, we got the lateral movement firstly, and now it's reversed in the upward direction. So here, that's why I open a trade again up. So let's wait here. So wait a second, checking your comments. 20-second delay. Yeah, I know guys that this is delay here, so it's always like this on the YouTube. Unfortunately, cannot do anything about that. So I'm not recommending you to follow the signals from the live stream. It's better to do it on the trading sessions, because here again, this is a pretty big delay. But today's topic is actually about the candlestick patterns in trading, right? Actually, the candlestick patterns are one of the most powerful tool in trading. So they provide visual cues about market sentiment and also price direction, helping us to make accurate decisions, of course, especially for short-term trades with expiration time of like 2 to 5 minutes, as we usually do. We usually trade with 2 3 minutes, but sometimes it more depends on the situation. But right now it's 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's already pretty close to our entry point. As you can see, just minus 10 points of difference between open price and current price. And now it's reversed again. I think we're gonna be in the plus here. So first of all, probably the question that comes to your mind, what are candlestick patterns? What is this? Now the chart is standing at one place, actually. Okay, now it's moving. So candlestick patterns are formations of one or more candlesticks on the chart that represent price movements over a specific time period. So each candlestick shows for data points. So first of all, it's open, high, low, and close. So the body of the candle is this, right? Shows the open and close, while the wicks is here, and here, right? So the wicks or shadows, how the other people call it, show the highest and lowest prices during the time frame of the candle. Here, for example, we have M1. Yeah, we didn't close the trade, so we can see it reverse in the downward direction. Okay, so I think it's better to find some other chart where we can open a trade. Here it could be the start of the reversal. So let's open here trade in the downward direction for 3 minutes, because it was the upward trend before, not for that long time, but at the same time it was pretty strong upward trend. It achieved this resistance level. We can see the wicks of the previous candle. So that means that the buyers were trying to go higher, but they couldn't, and the sellers took the place. So also we can see here is the red pin bar on the MACD. The line of the RSI start moving, as you can see, in the downward direction, already getting out right now of the overbought zone. So this is pretty good signal. So let's wait here. So yeah, we talked really about the body of the candle, shows the open and close, while the wicks, right, shows the highest and lowest prices during the time frame. So it's pretty important to know. We'll also talk about this later. So, but why candlestick patterns are important? So, especially if you trade on a lower time frame, like in one, for example, 1 minute, as we trade right now, quick and accurate decisions are critical. So candlestick patterns allow us to, first of all, identify trend continuation or reversal, also understand market sentiment. At the same time, time entries precisely at support and resistance levels, right? So it's pretty important. And it also increases probability of success for buy or sell trades. But at the same time, what is the key candlestick patterns for trading? So the most reliable candlestick patterns that's used, first of all, it's single candle patterns. I don't know if you heard about this, so let me know in the comments as well. So first of all, it's a pin bar, or the different words how the people call it is hammer or shooting star. So hammer, it's a bullish candle, appears at the bottom of a downtrend, long lower wick and small body. We will try to find it. Here is not actually a pretty good example, because it will take a lot of time to find it. So let's, for example, imagine that this is, I will do it like this, that this is the end of the downtrend here. It was a downward trend here, and what we can see here, we can see hammer. So again, it's a candle that appears of at the bottom of the downtrend, here. And it's long lower wick here, right? It's long lower wick, this line, and small body, right? And shooting star, it's a bearish already, appears at the top of the uptrend, long upper wick already, and small body. Let's also find it somewhere here. It's not really our situation. Let me just find some candle of this kind of thing. It's a bit more difficult here. So for example, this one. So let's imagine that it was the upward trend here, right? And it ended here, the uptrend. So it's the candle that appears at the top of an uptrend, right? It's long upper wick like this above the candle and small body of the candle. As you can see, it's really, really small. So what is the interpretation? How to use it? So rejection of lower and higher prices is possible reversals. So when you see something like this, as you can see, it happened here actually. So of course, because here the upward and downward trend was just not so long and not so strong, but anyway, it was a quick upward movement here. We got here this candle. So the buyers showed us that they don't have anymore the power. So that's why the candle has a small body and a big shadow. So the buyers were trying to move higher, but they couldn't, and that's why it falls. And that's why it creates here the shadow. And after, there's a like fast here downward trend started. So it could be a reversal. So that's why it happened here. So when you see something like this, I actually explained it a lot in the videos, on the live streams. So it could be a possible reversal, of course. So I will get back to your comments in a second. How are you doing? I'm good. Thank you so much, guys. How are you doing? I'm having different trade patterns. What do you mean? Maybe you just need to use the same time frame as me. You see here I use M1. So you also need to use it. Okay, so we closed the last trade here, okay, as a catch-up. As you can see, it was the first trade we didn't close. Then we opened the catch-up for $60 already. We closed it plus 24 points. Then we opened a trade again. We didn't close it, and we opened a catch-up, just 2 more trades for the same amount of money, and we close it in the plus minus 73 points. But as we can see, it's again some kind of little turn movement started. There's not like really strong downward or upward trend, so it's better to find something more interesting. Here is not bad. We can try and open here trades in the upward direction. As we can see, it's the upward trend here, so we just follow here the rule trend is your friend. And just follow it. So here we can see 2 lines of moving average crossing each other, going up in the same direction. This is the first buy signal, but here's the volatility is pretty crazy. Also, all of the pin bars on the MACD is green color. They're already above the 0 level, so it's another strong buy signal. 2 lines of MACD also crossed each other, going up in the same direction, even crossing the histogram of pin bars. It's another great signal. Now we got some corrective candles as usual. Thank you so much. The RSI line is also moving in the upward direction. Now it started reversing because of these 2 red candles, but it could change actually, because here we also got this kind of the corrective candles, and anyway after that the upward trend continues. We can actually change, as you can see, if I change the time frame, it looks a little bit different, right? So now like each candle is 3 minutes. And that's why it looks a little bit different, because on the other chart it looks like it started the reversal, but here's pretty good upward trend, right? Hello, is this leaf? Yes, it's this leaf. I can read your comments. I'm just more focused on the topic today, because usually I'm just talking and answering to your comments. Today I just want to give more information. What is the configuration of the moving averages? You mean the settings? The settings is 8 in SMA, and period is 14 in SMA. Hello Lisa, good morning. Good morning, guys. If you don't have any questions, feel free to ask something in the comments as well. So yeah, so we talked about the first a single candle pattern is the pin bar. It's hammer for the bullish and shooting star for the bearish, right? After, we can talk about the doji. So it's the open and close prices are almost the same, forming a cross or plus shape. So what is the interpretation? It's market indecision, and it can signal reversal or consolidation depending on context. So I will probably just show you the doji candle like this because it would be pretty hard to find it here. So wait a second, doji candle. So yeah, okay, I think it's not gonna be that good too. So it could be a doji candle, for example. It's like long-legged doji. You see, with the pretty big shadows. Let's find something else here as well. It's pretty interesting, right? Here it could be, for example, evening doji star also in the uptrend. And for example, just trying to find the best examples. It could be, for example, a morning doji star. But here it started, it's like in the start of the uptrend, so it's not good. Just wanted to show you how they look like. So the doji candles, they usually with the shadows from up and down, like the upper wicks and lower wicks. When the shooting star and hammer is only with, for example, the hammer. You remember I showed you about? It's only the lower wick here, and the shooting star is only with the upper wick. When the doji has usually the small body and two shadows on the all of the sides, upper and lower, are the same. So it could signal also reversal or consolidation, but depending on the context actually. So here it also could be the doji candle, because here we can see the shadows from the both sides. So more about the indicators. So here we use 5 indicators. First of all is Donchian channel with default settings actually. Like I didn't change anything. Period is 20. So the Donchian channels we use for literally seeing support and resistance levels of the price. So it's like the opposite where price is moving. Moving average, we can get a signal from them when we got the we can see that they intersect each other, for example, like here. So if two lines of moving average, it's period 8 SMA and also period 14 SMA. So when we see the two lines crossing each other and going up in the same direction, this could be a buy signal. And when we see the opposite, when the two lines are crossing each other and go down in the same direction, it could be the sell signal. For the MACD, it's also here the default settings. So here we see first of all at the histogram, at the spin bars, and also at the lines. So here I didn't change anything. As you can see, the histogram is just up and down, and the green line is the MACD line, and here's the signal line. So when they cross each other, also we can get a signal. For example, this is not the best situation actually already. It's better to find something else. For example, like here, we can see here was the red pin bars before, but then it changed to the green color, and it's already the first buy signal, you know, from the indicator. Then it's even crossed the zero level and it was above the zero level, so it's more stronger buy signal. Also two lines of MACD, the MACD line and signal line crossed each other, start moving in the upward direction, and they were above the chart, so it's another buy signal. And the line of RSI in this time after downward trend, it started going from the oversold zone to the overbought zone step by step. So it's another great signal. So the best thing that you use all of the indicators at the same time, and you got the signal from all of them. If all of the indicators is giving you the same signal, you can open a trade. But at the same time, you need to analyze support and resistance levels, or you can do it with the Donchian channels. But at the same time, you need to remember that they're always changing. And also you need to understand and analyze the candlestick patterns. So I think we can open a trade somewhere again. Okay, here we didn't close the previous trade, so we need to open a catch up. Here we can open the trade down, but at the same time it's fluctuating a lot. But it's not that many actually charts right now because it's not the best time for trading. That's why we start trading only like in 2 hours in the VIP club, because it is the best time. So okay, here we're gonna open a trade down for 3 minutes as a catch up, and while we waiting for the trade to close, we also will talk about double candle patterns. So when it's already 2 candles, right? So it's bullish and vs bearish engulfing. Maybe you also heard about this, let me know. So bullish is a small bearish candle is followed by a larger bullish candle that engulfs it, like, okay. And then the bearish is a small bullish candle, right, is followed by a larger bearish candle that engulfs it. So what is the interpretation? That it could be strong reversal signal at key levels. I will also show you that right now. So I will show you now this. So first of all, the bullish engulfing pattern. So first of all, it's a red candle like this, for example, let's say 1 centimeter, and then a green candle as already 2 centimeters, so it's engulfs it, right? So let's check it out. For example, no, it's not the best situation. So the first candle should be smaller than the next one, okay? So let's find it out. Look, they're almost the same here. Not actually what we're looking for. Here also. Okay, it could be the situation, but it's not the best one. You see, the red candle, and then the next one is bigger than that. So, and you can see after that it's a reversal, the sign of the reversal, and it was short correction actually here, and start going in the upward direction after. Here it's not, here it's not, here is also the same, but it's not that good still situation. Here, for example, also smaller red candle than the green candle, boom, a fast upward trend, a really short one. Here is the same, a small red candle and then the bigger green candle, and boom is the uptrend. After we can see the smaller green candle, small green candle, and then a big green candle, yeah, the small green candle, and then after the bigger red candle after, and boom, here's the downward trend. So that's how you check it out. Okay, small and then big, and also the color should be different, so that could be the sign of the reversal. So here's the same. For example, it was a small red candle and then the big, really big green candle, and boom, here's a reversal. But at the same time, after it finished and start to be a reversal again of the downward trend, right? But here's not the best situation, you know. Here's the trend is changing pretty fast, so it's better to find after something else. So let me wait a little bit. Here, as we can see, it's reversed a little bit. So let's just change the amount of money, and we can open here the uptrend. So here we can see, here is the bullish engulfing pattern. So we can see it was a downward trend. Now it's a small red candle and a bigger, already bigger green candle. Of course, it's better to wait for this candle to form, and only after that on the second already candle to open a trade. But here we're riskful. So here is the bullish engulfing pattern. Smaller red candle, then bigger green candle that engulfs it. So I'm gonna go get back to your comments. Can you tell more about moving average? Well, what do you need to do more about moving average? I already told you about the periods. Period is 8 here, SMA. Then the period is 14, also SMA. And you just look where they cross each other and make the decision. Just use it as the confirmation again. So as we can see, now we're in a plus. It's 2 minutes, 3 seconds till the end. So it's going pretty well. So I hope you get everything about the bullish and bearish engulfing. And after, we're going to talk about triple candle patterns. So it's a morning star and evening star. So morning star, it's a bullish one. It's first of all a bearish candle, then a small indecisive candle, and strong bullish candle after. It's hard to understand, but I will try to find you the examples as well. And what is the evening star? Bearish. So it's a bullish candle first, then the second candle is small indecisive candle as well, and the third one is strong bearish candle. So just different from the morning star, like absolutely opposite. So it also could signal a trend reversal. So let me check it out and find this kind of the pattern in the chart. Is going to be more difficult here. So. So you got it, right? I will explain you more easier. Like here, as you can see, our candlestick pattern worked, even though it was not that many signals from the indicators yet, but we just used the candlestick patterns strategy and it worked. So again, about the morning star, I will explain you not in the bearish because a lot of the people is getting mixed up in all of that. So it's a big red candle, then a small red candle, and then a big green candle. Got it? Two morning star. Morning star, two red candles, big one, small one, and then a big green one. And the evening star is the opposite. It's the big green candle, then the small red candle and the big red candle. Okay? I know it's hard to understand. Yeah, we closed here trade. We can actually open here another one. It's a pretty good upward trend that we got. So let's try to find it. It's not going to be that easy. Definitely. Because need to analyze the market a lot before that. Well, it's almost the same. Like here, you can see. And it also signals the reversal here, and that's what happened. So I will just do it like this. It's not the best situation, but anyway. So here is the morning star. So it's the red candle, not bigger than this green candle. It's also pretty important, but anyway, it's bigger than this one. So the middle red candle, then a small red candle, and then a big green one. So this one should be bigger than two of them, definitely. So after that, we can see here's the upward trend started. Yeah, it was some corrections here, but after it was a good upward trend here. So we'll try to find the same with the evening star. Here it could be good if the green candle would be a little bit bigger, but at the same time, yeah, it's not the same. It's not the best situation. So. Here's also pretty good sign of the morning star. As you can see, red candle, middle one, then the small red candle again, and then the bigger green one. So it was some corrections here after anyway, and the upward trend after. Pretty consistent and a good one. So. And the evening star is harder to find actually. For example here, but at the same time here the reversal didn't happen. But no, this one is not good. The middle one. So yeah, evening star is more harder to find, at least today. So. As you can see, our trade is going pretty well. It's towards the upward trend. The last pin bars in the MACD is green. The two lines of MACD almost crossing each other, going up in the same almost direction. RSI line is also moving in the upward direction, so it's good. 23 seconds right now till the end. So yeah, we do pretty good results actually. So now it's 1 second and we close it again. So, okay, perfect. We can find some other situation or open to actually trade. Let's open and trade here again. It's fluctuating, yeah, but as usual, it's not a new thing. So yeah, so we got about morning and evening star, right? I didn't found them examples of the evening star. It's pretty hard to find, but anyway, I hope you understand that as well. So the next one is 3 white soldiers or 3 black crows. So 3 white soldiers is 3 consecutive bullish candle with higher closes, and 3 black crows is 3 consecutive bearish candles with lower closes. So interpretation, it could show a strong momentum in the direction of the pattern. So let me also show it to you. If not, I will just show you on the photo. So it sounds pretty difficult actually to understand, but 3 white soldiers is the green candles, the 3 last green candles, right? For example, like this. For example, like this also, but it's usually with not that, with the bigger body, definitely. So for example, wait a second. Usually it's in the start of the trend, showing us that, yeah, this is pretty good reversal already, and we can confirm that it will continue. Well, for example, here, it's 3 black crows, 3 red candles. That's showing us, yeah, it's pretty strong start of the downtrend and start moving in the downward direction actually. Here, for example, about this, I would not say that, but about this, yes, about this one, 3 white soldiers, the green candles, that's showing us, yeah, this is a pretty strong upward trend. So you can open here trade in the upward direction. So you just follow here the trend. Here is the same, but here the candle is not that good. As you can see now in the market is not that many situations with a consistent upward downward trend. For example, here, it's a pretty good one. Also 3 white soldiers, 3 green candles that's showing the uptrend. Here, for example, as you can see, it was difficult because you see here 3 red candles going right after each other, but then boom, it's reversed in the upward direction because here it was a lateral movement. You can see it by the Donchian channels, of course. Why do you prefer 2 or 3 minute trades and not 1 minute trades? Because in 1 minute, especially right now, it's a lot of the news in the world. It could happen. So a lot of the fluctuations on the volatility, so you will not have enough time to close a trade in the plus. Sometimes I trade with 1 minute, but not anymore in the VIP club. Sometimes when I just want it, and for example, I see that this is like when I'm really sure about the chart, it's consistent uptrend, and even inconsistent uptrend, it could be a corrective candles, it could be some fluctuation, so you will not have enough time. So for example, in the first 40 seconds you will be in the plus, and in the last 20 seconds you'll be in the minus. And when you use 2 minutes at the same time, okay, for example, for the first 40 seconds you're in the plus, then for the next 20 seconds you're in the minus, but then you have 1 more minute. So for this time, the price had the time to reverse in the different direction, so you close it in the plus again. So It all depends, of course, on the situation. So sometimes 1 minute is good, sometimes two, sometimes 3 minutes. So it all depends on the situation. But for me, like, I prefer 2 3 minutes. It's the best time. First of all, for beginners, I even recommend to use even longer time, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So you will understand the market more, and you will not risk that much. So you have more time for the price to reverse, to change the direction. So yep. So yep. Let's open some new trades. Let's find something interesting. It's not so many shorts. Consistent upward or downward movement. Here we can open a trade in the upward direction. So again, we can see that the candles start smaller and smaller here in the end of the downward trend. Also already the pin bars on the MACD's green colors. Here we still don't have that much signals from the indicators because it's just the start of the uptrend. But let's wait here. Let's wait here. Here's a lot of the people actually open a trade in the downward direction, but it can change any minute. So now we're in the plus, as you can see. It's going pretty well. It was a downward trend for a pretty long time, already for 35 minutes, even more, even one hour, for 1 hour. So yeah, so that's why the sellers already lost all of their power, and now you're awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for feedback. So yeah, so the sellers already lost all of their power. So now is the time for buyers to take a place. So guys, also text in the comments if you have any questions, any problems, any thoughts in your mind about that. Do you use also the candlestick patterns in your trading sessions, or you more into the indicators or something else? But actually not so many people and not so many traders in the YouTube also talking about the candlestick patterns, because it looks like for everyone, also for beginners, I think it's easier to check the indicators and to get a signals from it. But actually guys, it's not that easy, like it's not that difficult. I mean, about the candlestick patterns, as I already told you, it just not so many. Okay, it's many candlestick patterns, but the basic one, it's not that much, first of all. Second of all, it's really easy to understand. Like for example, the engulfing pattern, morning star and evening star, morning doji star, evening doji star, what we were talking about. Also there is a bullish, like abandoned baby. I know that sounds strange, but anyway, 3 white soldiers, 3 black crows, bearish tree line strike, and bullish tree line strike as well. And it sounds all really difficult, but actually when you will find this kind of the situation a lot of times in the different charts, you'll understand that yeah, this is actually working. And you can see it by the history of the chart like this. For example, like I just found this photo right now just to show you here, like on the Pinterest, on the internet. So here's all of the patterns that you can find, for example, like this, and because I cannot just send it to you, and it's pretty hard right now to find it on the chart. For example, yeah, hammer that we were talking about, right? The bullish engulfing, okay. Bullish Maribozu at the same time, like boom, here it is. So you just go to the chart and like, okay, it looks like, I don't know, rising 3 method. It looks like 3 inside up. It looks like morning star. It looks like doji. It looks like blah, 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 and that's how time by time you start to analyze. We close the chart, we close the trade, by the way. That's how you start to finding it. And after, when you will face it in the real market, when you trade, you're like, okay, I know it, I know what's going to happen. Also at the same time, you have the indicators by your side, and also candlestick patterns analyzing support and resistance levels, and boom, that's it. So because like only the indicators will not help you, only the candlestick patterns also will not help you, so you need to use it all in the mix, of course. I'm just joking, but this is unusual. Don't always see traders internationally teaching people how to trade. You're very unique and wonderful. Thank you so much. You're not ordinary. Oh my God, that's so nice. So nice to hear. So yeah, the main secret, I think, to use it all in the mix, because I think also a lot of the people, just because of the the videos on the YouTube, like, oh, here's one indicator that you only need to trade. It will never be enough to have one indicator to trade. Never. You need to know technical fundamental analysis. Of course, a lot of people will more likely to think that, okay, there's just one indicator that I need and I don't need anything else. Of course not. Because it's really detailed science. It's really science. Like, if you are not if you're only thinking about technical analysis and not fundamental one, it's going to be really difficult for you. If you only use the indicators and not the candlestick patterns and technical fundamental analysis just in general, it's not going to be enough, definitely. So that's why it's not so many people also in that like industry, in this work, because it's really difficult. Like, it's not that easy as it may looks like, or maybe other people told you. So of course, that's why I understand all of the beginners that only start and like what I should do. Of course, a lot of the things, but the basics is the technical analysis that we're talking about. But in technical analysis, there's a lot of things that including indicators, support resistance levels, also candlestick patterns, for example. So you can just start from something. You can start from support resistance levels. This is the basics. Then go to the indicators. It's more easier than the candlestick patterns, and then candlestick patterns. So that's how you will have the layer of that, layer of that, layer of that. Because knowledge is pretty important, of course. Give us the book. What book? What book? More indicators make it easier for confirmation and limited experience. Yes, of course, that's right. So that's why I also use 5 indicators. Why not? Because it's giving more confirmation. But at the same time, I need to use something else. I like your hard work. Thank you so much. You're also extraordinary. Give us the book. What is the book? I don't have any book. Okay, now it's 7 seconds. We're in a good plus. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we close it. So we just we're trading with like $30 per trade, not that much, but anyway, I was using the money management system, using only 1% of my deposit. And for all of the trading session today, as you can see, we opened pretty a lot of the trades. We gained $150. It's pretty good. So I'm blowing a $50 account. You don't need to blow your account, please. I really need much lesson. Well, you can rewatch this live stream if you need to, or you can watch my YouTube videos because I have a lot, absolutely for free. Some people sell this information, but I give it to you just like that. So yeah, so we can see all of our trades where we're using indicators and at the same time candlestick patterns. So we close it all pretty good. Yeah, with the catch-ups, but anyway. So here, as we can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades were closed in the plus. The other ones, just a few in the minus, but we were using the catch-up system, so we covered our losses and still have a profit. So I think this is pretty good result. So guys, really soon, in just 1 hour, we will have a trading session in the VIP Club channel, so I hope you will all join it, and there's not going to be any delay, so you can follow the signals. And thank you so much for joining today's live stream. It was really interesting for me to talk with you, of course, and I will see you really soon on the trading session. If you have any questions, the link to the Telegram channel in the description of the video. There's also my Telegram, Lisa Trader Not Bot, so you can just text me there. It's my only contact, guys. So if someone is texting you with my photos names, it's not me. Okay, just check it out every time, because in the bio of my profile in Telegram, you can find my only contacts where you can text me, and I'm never texting you first. You can only text to me because I don't have any point of taking all of the people to the club. Only you can decide that. So thank you